Bracketology. March Madness. It's here. It's around the corner. It's coming up here in a couple weeks. The latest in men's basketball. What do we do? What do we look at? Who's a Cinderella team this year? What is a Cinderella team, by the way? Well, actually, that'll be topic number 3. We'll get to that in a second. But I want to show you the current and I'm just going to be honest. I haven't watched all these teams this year. I mean, I don't have the notes in front of me, so I can't tell you who's good or who's not good. But I want to show you March Madness Bracketology real quick. You got the Western region, Gonzaga, Norfolk State, New Orleans, whatever. Wyoming's in there. Auburn's in there. Alabama, Ohio State, and so on and so forth. This keeps updating. This is the 68-team bracket. On the bubble, you got the last 4 byes that get, I guess, a first-round bye. I don't know. Iowa State, Oklahoma, Rutgers, San Francisco. Last 4 in. They're at the bottom. Memphis, North Carolina, Michigan, Craig. The first 4 out, SMU, Oregon, BYU, San Diego State. The next 4 that are out, Florida, Kansas State, Belmont, Virginia Tech, and so on and so forth. The top overall seed, they give it to Gonzaga. No surprise there, right? This is updated today, this morning at 7 a.m. Eastern, by the way, Joe Lunardi. So this is via ESPN. I'm just going to be honest. I still don't get, like, all of this. I mean, I guess I do. Like, I know what teams are good. I watch them. I get it. But who's a Cinderella team this year? Truly. And we'll kind of get to that topic number 3. But you look at Bracketology real quick, right? A team that I like, USC right now is peaking at the right time. Like, they are slowly creeping up. I don't think it's a necessarily dream season or Cinderella type of thing. I don't think that they're an invitational team and all of a sudden they win the Natty being an NIT. But they got 4 games left. Or 5 games, I'm sorry. Washington State, Oregon State, at Oregon. By the way, that Oregon State game's on the road too. They get them and Oregon back-to-back on the road. They go back home to play Arizona. Then they close it out with rival UCLA, who was the Cinderella team last year, right? And we'll talk about those for this year in a minute. But USC, right? You look at Chavez Godwin. Chavez, I don't know how you say his name, but Goodwin is 58th in the nation in his field goal percentage. He's at 59.6. It's still a good number, though, for USC. Like, they are having one of their better seasons in a little while. But they seem like they get better and better each week, right? Are they another Pac-12 team to be a Cinderella team? And don't forget, UCLA made the Final Four as an 11 seed last year. They beat Alabama in overtime. Alabama was like a 2 seed or a 5 seed or something like that. They were pretty high up in their region on the bracket. But a team like USC, are they taking a run at it? Like, what does it look like? And again, I'll put this link here for you, Joe Lunardi, in his Bracketology on ESPN. It's pretty cool how they have it set up like this too, by the way. But again, on the bubble, Michigan, North Carolina, Creighton, Memphis are the last 4 in. The last 4 that get byes, San Francisco, Rutgers, Oklahoma, Iowa State. Incredible, right? So Memphis is new in the bracket. They're an 11 seed. Michigan is new. Southern and UNC Wilmington are automatic qualifiers. North Carolina has moved down. Creighton has moved down. Right? They're tied at 12. They would be playing my Crimson Tide right now in the Buffalo region. Right? Or I guess that's saying where they play is in Buffalo, Wisconsin, and Iona. LSU's in there, San Francisco. We had some weird teams like Seton Hall or whatever in there. We had like a UC Santa Barbara last year. Y'all remember them showing up? We had some crazy Colgate, the toothpaste school. Where is that anyway? Colgate. What university? Let me see. Liberal Arts College in Madison County, New York. Okay, so it's Hamilton. It's a private university, but they got men's basketball. But anyways, I'm not trying to diss them. But again, you look at some bracketology here. Tennessee is a 4 seed in the Pittsburgh region here. You got Duke as a 2 seed. Xavier moves down a few spots at 7. Indiana. I like Indiana, man. I really do. I think Indiana could have a good season. Or they've had a good season, but they could be a team to have a good run. They're 16-9. They finished 9th in the Big Ten. But the only thing I would say is they're on a 4-game losing streak. It's really tough. I mean, they have not played the offense that they need to. Trace Jackson Davis, number 23 for them, has a field goal percentage of 57. He leads the team in field goal percentage of 57.8. Right? He also leads in points per game at 18. They got some pretty good players. They just are not in the right position that they should be in, really, in my opinion, if you ask me. Overall, what? Okay. Where was I? Oh, overall, there's a lot of great teams on this bracketology, right? Texas is rising up. Iowa's in there. TCU, Kentucky, obviously, we know about them, and Duke. This might be a year of the favorites I've mentioned. You see Auburn, Kentucky, Gonzaga, Purdue, Bama, currently a 5 seed I mentioned. Ohio State is really, really good too. They're practically the best in the Big Ten, it seems like right now. When you look at Ohio State, which, I mean, the Big Ten in basketball is pretty darn good. Michigan State, right? When you look at that, which actually I apologize. I mean, the Buckeyes, they're working their way. Purdue, currently ranked 5th, is the best in the Big Ten. Then you got Illinois at 12. You listen to this. Still 14 teams in the Big Ten Conference in basketball, just like football. You have 5 of them ranked. All within the top 20, by the way. Then you got a couple teams out there that they're doing okay. Like Iowa's 17-8 on the year. That's not too bad. Indiana is 11-9 or 16-9. I'm sorry, I misread that. Penn State struggling, 11-12. Northwestern 12-12, and so on and so forth. But overall, what I'll say about this is the latest bracketology again from Joe Lunardi. I can't say if I agree with this or not. I'm not an expert in making brackets. I'm not. If you could pre-make a bracket, I could fill it out online and simulate these games for you. These are too many, though, to do that. But, like, UCLA, I know, brings back a lot. Could they make it back to the Final Four? I don't even think they'd be a Cinderella team this year. I think they're straight up good. I mean, they're currently a 3 seed in this bracket in the San Diego region. They'd be playing Seattle, who's 14. They would ultimately play LSU or San Fran, and then play someone like Loyola Chicago or Marquette, Texas Tech, Long Beach, whatever it might be. I mean, is this a year of the favorites? I'm telling you. Do we count a team like UCLA in that mix? Who would you say are the favorites? Like, You can't sit there and say of a 68-team bracket, there's only 2 teams. It's Gonzaga and Auburn and everybody else this year. It seems that way. But Jacob likes a team like Purdue or someone. Tennessee is currently 16. They're 18-6. USC is 17 in the nation. They're 21-4. There's some teams out there, man. I'm telling you. And USC is incredible in basketball this year, too. I mentioned them. 21-4, 3-game win streak. Chavez Godwin, 58th in the nation in his field goal percentage, which isn't too bad. It's still a good number. They seem like they're getting better each week, right? Are they a team that, not necessarily out of nowhere, but are they a team to kind of run the table a bit? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. But it's only a matter of time until March gets here in a couple weeks, and we get this going, we get it started. And don't forget, we will be covering all of it. Or I can't cover every single game, but I'm going to try to do my best to cover as much of the madness in March for you here on Ballard Sports Media. So stay tuned. Get your basketball. Go shoot some hoops. Get ready. Because March is just around the corner. I'm excited for it. And let's just have a good tournament overall. We'll see what happens.